Hi, welcome or welcome back. I'm Lexi and welcome to this cute and cozy vlog. In today's video, I would like to do frog or finish. I want to go through all of my whips and decide if I'm actually going to finish it or if I need to frog and cake the yarn. If I decide to frog it, I'll go ahead and do that and cake up the yarn, and if I decide to finish it, I'd like to actually get it finished for this video as well. So let's jump in. I have this cube full of whips and we're going to go through them, and right now we'll decide if they are frog or finish. After we decide that, then I will make sure I have all the yarn, which I'm pretty sure I do for everything that I'm aware that's in here. Otherwise, we'll frog it. Okay, so first item is this. It is a bag. It's kind of big, can't even fit it all in frame. So it's this bag, and technically it's done. But I don't like it, and I'm gonna frog it. So I tried doing, you just crochet this like long rectangle and then you fold it and it creates a bag. And it's a really cool concept, but I think it has a slight limitation on how big you make the rectangle. Because even though this like is a nice size bag area, it just really created this really big like V. So it's just mostly open, and I don't know, it's just too big. It's just too big. And I really like this yarn, and I don't want to see it just sit around and nothing be done with it. So I'd like to frog this so that I can have the yarn back and either try again or make something different with this yarn. So this is gonna be a frog. Okay, next up I have these two granny squares, kind of wrinkly, but I made these because I want to turn them into a bag that has a zipper. So this is going to be a finish. What I'm going to have to do is I need to sew or stitch together these squares, 3 sides of it, and add a zipper, which I recently bought like zipper by the yard in several different colors, and it has zippers, and I bought the like start and stop things for the zippers, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna have to pick a color of the zipper stuff that I have and put that on. And actually I think I want to do the zipper first before I sew the other sides together, because I've made a bag in the past like this, and sewing in the zipper when it was already like all sewed together was kind of difficult. So let's do zipper first this time. Yeah, it'll be a bag, and then we'll have to crochet a handle for it. And next we have this rectangle. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. Maybe a cowl? But I don't know why I wouldn't have worked it in a round. I honestly don't know. This is actually the first ever hand-dyed yarn that I bought. I got it down in New Orleans at a local yarn shop. I don't know the name of it. Don't even know if it's still open. It's been quite a few years since I've purchased this, but I will look it up, and if it is all still there, I will link it in the description below. But yeah, it's a really beautiful colorway. Aqua, mint, darker blue, and some purple. So I'm gonna frog this, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the yarn, but I definitely want to make something for myself, and something probably a wearable. A hat is speaking to me because I think it's only one skein of the yarn, and I am fairly confident that I could make a hat out of this. And next we have a like 50% completed baby blanket, and this is a corner to corner stitch. And I don't know. Oh, I've already started decreasing on one side. So this is definitely halfway done. And I do have more yarn. So this is going to be a finish. Hopefully won't take too terribly long. I even know which hook I used for this because I've tried to standardize for when I'm making baby blankets that I just use my 5mm hook so that I just always know in case I take it out clearly and move on to something else like I did. But yeah, that's going to be a finish for sure. What else do we got in here? What else? What else? Ah, yes. This is the start of a hexagon cardigan. Specifically, a hexagon cardigan for my daughter. This yarn, which is the I Love This yarn in the colorway Lollipop Love. This is actually what I made her baby blanket out of, the one that I made for her. It's just this really cute, variegated, very colorful, but like mostly purple, giving purple. So yeah, I made her a baby blanket out of it, which actually it lives on our couch. But I wanted to make her a hexagon cardigan. Say that 5 times fast. So this is just the very beginning of it. But actually, I think I might frog this. Here's why. I know I have more of this yarn. I think I have more of this yarn. I have no clue what hook size I used. And if I remember correctly, the pattern that I was using was, it had this special, I don't even know how to describe it. But basically, I think you like dipped down in the center of every cluster, which is cute. But I've actually made and finished a hexagon cardigan since then. And I actually followed Passionate Kelsey's tutorial. Not whatever this was. So I'm gonna frog it. I think that it's still something I'd like to make for her, especially since we'll be going into fall and winter in just a couple more months here. And now that she's 2, she's not growing out of clothes nearly as fast. So I think that it would definitely be something that I'd like to still make for her. But I think I'm gonna frog this, and we'll just set this aside for now. I'm not gonna start that in this video, but maybe in a future one we will have some hexagon cardigan fun and make her one. Okay, we are down to just 2 more projects in the cube. So this first one, and we're also getting into the mess of the cube. But this is blanket yarn, burlap blanket yarn, and I believe it is the color Country Blue. And what I was making with this was a pillow cover. I bought, I think it's just the polyfill pillows that you can get, and I was going to make covers for them for our couch. Again, though, I don't remember which hook I was using. I have a suspicion of which one I was using, but not for sure. I don't remember what stitch I was really doing. Yeah. This is gonna get frogged. It's gonna get frogged. I don't know. I don't. Okay, last project in the cube. And this project was, it was so close, you guys. It was so close. But my daughter was already born. I can tell you that. She was already born. And this was going to be probably my actual first venture into wearables. The thing that initially ever inspired me to start making clothing was having my daughter and wanting to make her stuff that she could wear that I made for her because I thought that'd be special. And I did make this sweater. It was 2 panels, the front and back, the 2 sleeves separate, and then I basically had done some ribbing along the bottom, and I attached it in some manner. And it was very cute. As you can see, this yarn, this nice little kind of cream patterned yarn with some pink and orange and purple flecks, and then this nice light purple that kind of matched. Beautiful. Love it. But when I got it all done, it didn't fit. And it didn't fit because the arms, like where they connected to the body, were so tight. You would have never been able to get it on. So I actually have already started frogging this. And I don't know if I stopped for some reason because I thought I could just like easily fix it or something. But I'm going to tell you right now, she's definitely a lot bigger than this now. So it's just going to be totally frogged. And I'm not sure there's enough yarn here to actually make her something now. But this is really pretty yarn. So it's definitely yarn that I want to figure out what to do with it at some point. But last project, another mess, and it's a frog. So in total, we had 5 projects that we're going to frog, and there were only 2 projects that were actually just straight up finish it projects. So we have this pink baby blanket and these really and these granny squares, which I'm going to finish and make into a bag. So over the next few days, that's what we're going to be working on. We'll hopefully finish these projects, frog a couple, you'll probably see me frogging the projects and caking up the yarn first, and then we'll get going and start working on finishing. Good news, guys. I have finished caking all of the yarn that I had from frogging projects. And oh my goodness, it was so much. And I made so many yarn messes with all of this. So many tangles. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but it is done. And unfortunately, we had an accident and we lost the yarn bowl. I went to throw away a diaper and my 2-year-old must have picked it up, and all I heard was it shatter against the floor. So RIP to the yarn bowl. My bad, honestly.
Harder because it's only 3 colors, but it's 5 rows, whereas the gay and the lesbian ones are 5 color. Well, I think there's 7 colors.
Hi, it's me. I wanted to check in with you guys because I have been working on this corner to corner baby blanket that is one of my finish projects. But I want to show you how much yarn I have left. This is it. And I'm on the decrease, but we still have a little corner to go. I'd say it's probably like a 1/6 of the blanket maybe left. And I don't have any more of this yarn. I got it from Michael's quite a while ago. And I believe that they are still making the same brand and same color and all that. So probably going to try and get more of that so I can actually finish it, because if I can't get more of it, this will be really sad and basically all for nothing. But yeah, I'd like to get my hands on some of that. Yesterday was actually my husband's 30th birthday. So we had a party and just classic pizza and cake, and we did it outside in our backyard and had our friends come, and it was such a great time. Kids caught fireflies, and we didn't know it, but we actually live on the river, and our front yard, like you can see the river, and then across the river is a little town, and they were doing some event where they did fireworks at like 9:30. So we had an impromptu birthday fireworks show, which I totally said I planned and took credit for, because, you know, why not? But no, we did that. And so actually today, me and him, we are going out for a nice dinner for his birthday, and we're also going to go see the new Superman movie because we've heard good things. So when we're out, I'm hoping I can convince him to stop by Michael's and see if we can find this yarn and see. Now I'm at the end of what I can even really do before I need to attach more. So we'll just kind of stop there for now. I think I'm going to move on to working on the bag, the granny squares that I have. I'm going to need to attach the zipper, get all that figured out, and then I'll be able to like close the bag portion, and then we'll add a strap to it. So I got to dig through my stuff, find my zipper by the yard or whatever, pick a color, cut it, and put on like the little stoppers for each end of the actual zipper bit, all that fun stuff. And I'm gonna work on that. Hopefully I'll be able to find the yarn. If I don't, I guess I'll let you guys know, and maybe I can order it. If I don't know if they'll have it in store, maybe I'll be able to look it up and find it that way. But yeah, hopefully they have it. That'd be kind of sad if they don't. I really don't want to tear this all out. I guess if I end up having to tear it out, I could still make a baby blanket out of it. I would just have to do it smaller. Yeah, I'd have to do it smaller. Which I could definitely do that if I need to, but it'd be much nicer to just, I guess, buy a little more yarn and finish it that way. So I don't have to frog this. I'm telling you right now, if I've got to frog it or I can't get the yarn, it won't be finished in this video. There's no way I can tear this whole thing out and get it all done again. Not within the timeline that I am trying to make my videos in. So yeah, let's move on for now to the bag. And I'll check in with you guys when we've got some good progress on that. See you soon. Hi guys, I just shopped at Michael's. I forgot to tell my husband that I needed to go. So I'm here next day on my own. And unfortunately, they did not have the yarn. I do know what it is. It was a loops and threads. I think it was Snuggly Wuggly. But they don't have it in the pink color, or they don't have any in stock. And I could order it online, but it's like $8.99 shipping. And again, my business isn't really in a place where I can place like a larger order. I think Michael's, it said your order had to be $49 or more to get free shipping. And I just don't need to buy $50 worth of yarn right now. So I had to figure out something else, a different game plan for this, I guess. I did bring the blanket along, and I have decided that I'm going to finish it. Well, I'm not really going to finish from where I'm at. Basically going to frog half of this blanket, or frog it to the halfway point. And I bought this to finish it in. So it'll end up being a two-tone corner to corner baby blanket, and I think these go really well together. And this is Loops and Threads Luxe Merino Wool Blend. It is also a size 3, and it is super soft. So it's going to work up nicely with this. So yeah, we're gonna have to frog a bit, and we're gonna finish it though. I really do want this to be done. Unfortunately, I'm gonna end up with, some spare of this light pink yarn, but I can make like baby hats out of it or something else. Anyway, I got this. Got it 30% off. I had a coupon, so that's nice. Unfortunately, not even listening to my own yarn buying ban, but it's for the finish. So, I think that's worth it, I guess. So, you'll see me frogging, unfortunately, some of this blanket, and then we'll go ahead and we'll finish it with this. Yep, that's the game plan. I think it's gonna work out nice. I'm glad to have an option to finish it. I'm going to go home, work on frogging this, and then, power away at re-crocheting blanket that I've already made. Yay! All right, see you soon, guys. Hey, guess what? We have finished our finished projects, and that is super exciting. And I want to show you them. So, this was the bag. Oh, it's knotted. This is the bag, the granny square bag that I put the zipper on and made straps for. And it is all done. And it's super cute. And I'm intending it to be a crossbody bag. That is why, oh, I hit my mic. That is why the strap is so long. But my mom was over yesterday and my daughter had the bag, so she knotted it, which you could do to make it shorter, or if you just wanted it to be like over your arm. But yeah, so this is done. And I think it turned out really nice. I like this yarn. It was Lily Sugar and Cream, but I don't remember the colorway. But I'll look it up and I can put that in the description. I also did a new strap. I mean, it does still stretch, but I was just looking for something that wasn't just like crocheting, like single crochet or half double or double even. Like, you know, a row of like 4 or 5, just over and over and over and over till you make it long enough. I wanted to do something that you can like, I don't know, just something that was cuter. And this kind of looks like chain. I don't know. I just thought it was super cute. And I believe it was a YouTube tutorial. So I'll link that as well if you're looking for a strap, a new type of strap for any of your bags. It's definitely one that I want to do for future bags as well. So that was one finished project. And then the final finished product, you guys, it has given me so much grief. You saw that I had to go look for yarn, and I couldn't find the original yarn in the color. So I decided to do this darker pink. I weighed this half of it, and it was 4.9 ounces. And the skein of yarn that I bought in this darker pink was 5.3 ounces. So I was like, you know what, there's going to be enough because it's the same size weight, whatever. It wasn't enough. You guys, it wasn't enough. And I started to realize that towards like just like this much corner, like 8 by 8 inches left of the blanket maybe. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose yarn chicken again. So I thought on my feet and I came up with another solution to this blanket. And that was to put a heart in it, in the corner, in the lighter color. And this just obviously all of these stitches that are that lighter color is just that many stitches less that I had to do in the darker pink. And it ended up working out. And I ended up with just not even enough to do anything with really of this darker pink yarn. So this is absolutely crazy, you guys. This felt like so much effort for, it's cute, don't get me wrong, I like it. But as someone who hasn't even been focusing that much on baby blankets just because they tend to sell pretty slow, but whatever, this was a lot of work for something that might honestly just sit in my inventory for a while, months, years, I don't know. I mean, let me know if you want it. I'm going to put it up on my website. Please buy it. It is so cute. It's hard to get it all in frame. I'll put a picture up over in this side that shows you, it's laid out on my floor. I took a picture to send my husband because I had to show him that I figured it out. But I'll put that on there so you can see like the whole thing all at once. But yeah, we did it. We did it. We finished. We finished our finished projects. And we frogged our frog projects. And we ended up with some nice cakes of yarn that I can do for future projects. And maybe I'll revisit that at some point in like a specific video and decide to make projects with that yarn that I frogged and caked up. But we'll see. We'll see where we end up and when we get around to using those yarns. But I'm so glad I have 2 finished projects. I have caked yarn and I don't have any whips that I'm not actively currently working on. I don't have any whips just sitting around in any cubes or anywhere in my house, which is, that's unheard of. It's like never happened. I've always usually had something that's just been tossed aside, but I don't know, super exciting for me. So this is going to be the end of this video. I'm glad that you guys joined me for this. I hope you liked it. If you did, go ahead, give the video a like, and in the comments below, let me know what you might make out of that hand-dyed yarn that I have. That was that aqua and purple. Let me know what you would make with that. And if you'd like to stay up to date with my videos that come out every Friday, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so that you'll always catch my new videos and join my community. I really, really appreciate everyone who's subscribed so far, and I can't wait to see this thing grow even more. It's been so much fun. But yeah, thank you for coming with me this week for Frog or Finish. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.